G'day, I'm Dave Symes.
Sorry, what's up, Liam?
G'day, Dave Symes.
Hey, it's Jon.
I'm Killian.
We're Boy and Bear, or 3/5 of.
Indeed. You got to preview us some songs last night. How did it feel getting to play all those songs live?
It was really good, actually. It was nice to play, I guess, a lot of these songs for the first time live. So a bit of a road test on the industry, bit of fun.
And for those who weren't there, can you tell us a little bit about the environment that you got to play in?
So the room was sort of this crazy warehouse that had all these old kind of mechanical, like, they were instruments, but they were also kind of rides or like circusy kind of things. So I think they all made sounds, but they kind of looked amazing as well. And there was this, it's not a Ferris wheel, carousel. There's a big carousel. And I guess we had a carousel on the cover of our album, or at least partially featuring. So we kind of felt like there was a bit of a synergy there. Synergy is a ridiculous word. There was a link. So yeah, the sort of these kind of circusy lights, like from an old fairground vibe, and then yeah, just us playing a few songs. So it was cool.
Did you get to meet the guy who runs that place?
Yeah, I met him, a guy called Craig. He was an amazing dude. He collects all this stuff from Europe, and a lot of it's from the 1800s. And he ships it all in and spends a fortune and a lot of time restoring it. It's basically his passion, and he's so proud proud to walk you through all the different things. And yeah, it was really special.
Splendour. Let's talk very briefly about that performance while we're on the live topic. That tent was packed. After kind of being a bit, not quiet, but not performing for a little while, it must have felt nice to go, oh no, they still remember us, that's good.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of nerves, I guess, from us going into that show, because it had been, it was probably close to at least 6 or 7 months since the last show prior to that. So having not played to so many people for so long, we were just hoping they'd still be around to hear it. But it was great. Walking out, like, me and Jon went out before the show started to take a photo, and everyone threw their hands up, and it was just a great little moment. So I think we had a bit of excitement because of that leading into it.
And the live shows don't stop. You're going to be hitting the road once again, and I guess October, does the tour start? Yeah,
we kick off, I think we play Caloundra Music Festival start of October, and then that kind of throws then into the tour sort of later in the month, and that rolls into November. So we're kind of just doing a capital city run, I think, this time. So yeah, we're really excited. It's kind of always the moment is taking the album out onto the road is where it really gets kind of enjoyable, sort of rearranging the songs and stuff, so it's cool. And I believe today is the actual release date for the record as well, which is very exciting. Absolutely. So how are you feeling about it now that it's out in the wild? Is anyone emotional?
Killian?
Just as insecure as before.
I mean, that's an honest answer probably. I don't know. Yeah, it's relieving, I guess. It's sort of like, because we finished it back in May. I think it was May, and so we've been sitting around kind of like feeling like, oh, we just want it to come out. We want it to come out. We've kind of done our bit, but yeah, sort of. I guess you get a bit impatient, and it's been nice actually because we've sort of just started to do a couple of shows. We've actually been able to play the songs and kind of listen back to it. So yeah, it's a nice feeling.
When we talk about the recording of the album, I mean, how did that process compare to your first release? I mean, certain people were doing solo projects, and there were other things going on at the time. How did it all fit in time-wise?
Yeah, me. Okay, it's me. Yeah, well, I guess the first time, the major difference was we went to another country. So we recorded Moonfire in America, whereas we've done Harlequin Dream in Australia, and we recorded in a single block. So it was kind of, I think it was like 7 weeks. Was it
yeah.
7 weeks just in the studio, and then it got mixed straight after, and it was done. Sort of like almost, wow, that sort of happened, and we just had a final product. Whereas this time, I think we started back in October. Was it October? October 2012, we did the first sessions with Wayne Connolly. We just did a couple of tracks. We wanted to hear how it worked, and then we sort of had, I think, a couple of months to sort of sit with those songs. Then we went back with him again, and we did another 3 blocks of 2 weeks. So we got to sort of work on songs periodically and listen back to what we had and add and take things away and go, that's not quite working, let's re-record. For example, like Southern Sun, I think we'd done it. We liked the song, but we weren't really happy with it, so we just re-recorded it later on in the process. And there are other songs where we sort of probably had 3 or 4 bites of the cherry as well. So it was a longer process this time, and in some ways that was hard because you're sort of emotionally in it for the whole time, and it's nice to get it out of the way sometimes. But I think the results are different, and we're probably happier as a result.
As a band, where are you most comfortable writing? Is it in those environments where you kind of go, let's sit down, let's write a song, or is it a more spontaneous process?
I think it really changes. Every song's so different. Like that process is so elastic. It's sort of, I know Dave writes a lot of stuff. He'll get ideas going on tour, and that was a new thing for him. It wasn't always the way he would do it. And then we'd often spend a lot of time together jamming in the rehearsal room. And then some of the songs towards the end of this album, we ended up putting about 3 songs together while we were in the studio recording, and had no pre-production. Usually we'll do demos and pre-production and get the song working. And the last 3, I think it was Bridges, Real Estate, and Aeroflight, we just did in about a week, in the last week of recording the album. So it was kind of more spontaneous, and whatever was working was just recorded.
And I'll leave it on this, and that's, do you each have a favourite song on the record?
Oh, I think it's hard to have a favourite. I think the favourite changes nearly every week. My favourite this week has got to be Harlequin Dream, actually the title track for me this week. After last night, I really enjoyed playing that. So
I think I probably like Back Down the Black at the moment, but it sort of does move. So yeah, but that's me.
Yeah, probably Real Estate as well for me. This one, it's sort of like I said, I agree it changes, but that song for my pick.
Perfect. Thanks so much for your time, guys, and look forward to seeing you back out on the road in a couple of months.
yeah,
Awesome. Thanks, man.